we're back with more casual gaming news Friday for the gamers. I hope everyone is ready because we're gonna get right into it. Like I was saying earlier, not too much that went down this week. We went through a lot last week. We got through pretty quickly as well. So, a couple of the main stories, you've got the Apex Legends stuff that got changed for the Battle Pass. You've got that's right, it's the first Descendant stuff with Destiny, more studio layoffs and stuff like that. Got some, BioShock news. We've got some Concord stuff. We got a lot of stuff, but again, just not too much in terms of like substance for most of these. Let's go and start with some developers of LA Noire that were in that previous studio that released the game. It was Team Bondi that closed right after the game was released forever ago. It says Jordan Midler, VGC. I have my mouse. Yep, there we go. Some developers that were on Team Bondi have gotten together. They're working on a new game. This was revealed on Instagram from one of the composers of the game, the new game that they're supposedly working on. I think it's VR exclusive, unfortunately. We commissioned some music from a local composer for a VR project that we were working on a number of years ago. It's based on a case from LA Noire that did not make the cut, but was more of a tech demo than anything else. We have no idea whether this will ever see the light of day, but we did decide to finish the score commission to support a local composer. So there's supposedly a new game being developed based off of some cut content from LA Noire. It's called Soden House, a psychological thriller set in 1940s LA. Supposedly. No official confirmation at all, obviously, from the developer. But they did like a VR re-release for LA Noire a while ago, which would look pretty fun because there was a lot of weird bugs that people were messing around with. So if this does happen, it'd be pretty cool. We haven't had a game like this that I know of come out in a while. What did it say? So it has refers to a home owned by George Hodel, one of the prime suspects in the Black Dahlia murder case. Hodel's son later claimed that the victim was murdered in the house. So that's pretty cool. I'll play it if it comes out. If it's not VR exclusive, because obviously VR exclusivity is lame. We'll go over that one later on. A little bit of a follow-up on the Dr. Creepo streamer. He did have a lot of exclusive or like content of himself in the game Rogue Company, which I didn't even know people were still playing, but that game was fun when it came out. I liked it a lot. There's a link. Jordan Miller, BGC. So the Hi-Res Studio, the developer or publisher of Rogue Company, has been giving out refunds in the form of game currency because they did pull everything related to Guy Beam's likeness and everything. Anything that has to do with him have been removed. This is an official statement, I think, on Twitter. Hey, Rogue Company, we have disabled Dr. Disrespect. We have disabled Guy Beam content. Previously available on game. Previously available on game is a weird sentence. We will provide full Rogue Buck refunds to any impacted account this week from Rogue Company themselves. So that's pretty cool. Keep doing that. Keep this jabroni off the internet. We don't need him around. Who cares? Who cares about Guy Beam? Let's get him the fuck out of here. We don't need him. But yeah. This is just all recapping like the previous week's stuff about all the brand deals and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. What's another? We can do another. We just go through a bunch of the smaller ones first. Then we'll get back to some of the bigger ones. So that's a bigger one. Let's go the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League content being delayed. This is Taylor Lyles, IGN. So Rocksteady Studios delaying the release date of Suicide Squad Season 2 days before the new content was set to go live. I think this is the content. Joker was already released. I forgot what this one was supposed to be about. It's officially revealed adjusting the release timing for the next season from July 11th to July 25th. Mr. Freeze is what it was. They were introducing Mr. Freeze. Again, it's going to be another Brainiac boss. I think that's what it was. It was like at the end of every season you fight another version of Brainiac because all the Brainiacs are plotting together. So it's been delayed. Not delayed anything crazy. It's just a week or so. It could just be that they're finishing up a few things. We'll see how it goes when it's released. It's got a 5 out of 10. Jesus Christ. Another smaller story. We've got the team 2K's BioShock team is recruiting for the next entry of this series. This is Tom Ivan VGC. This is from the website. Cloud Chamber is currently recruiting like mad for game developers in 2 amazing locations: San Francisco Bay Area and Montreal, Quebec. Obviously, 2 of the big developer regions in North America. Studio has 29 open roles across the range of disciplines. That's wild. So they announced in 2019 that work had begun in the new series, a new entry in the series of BioShock. No other information has been given about this. And in that time, I think, when did this come out? The re-release. I forget when the re-release came out. Expected to release during 2K owner Take-Two's current financial year, which ends in March 2025. So before this time, in less than 12 months, supposedly, this is supposed to come out. It'll be really great. I still need to replay. I've played like the first one like so many times, and then I do need to replay the next 2 and 3. I think I only played through them once. Maybe we'll backlog those once it's officially released. But it's pretty exciting. BioShock's a very fun game, very fun series, especially the first one. I think it's the best. The second one was not so great, and the third one was just very different. Pal World news. We haven't had Pal World news in a long time. Open over there for some reason. I don't know why. Andy Robinson VGC. So apparently, Pal World is trying to expand their stuff. Maybe they're gonna do cards, and that would be nuts. Pocket Pair partners with Sony for new Pal World company. So now that they're for sure not getting talked to by Nintendo or anything, or the Pokemon company, established the joint venture Pal World Entertainment Inc., which will be led by Pocket Pair CEO Takuro Mizobi. Joint venture will be responsible for developing the reach of the intellectual property and for expanding commercial business endeavors. Global licensing, merchandising. So maybe we'll see some cards, and that would be kind of weird. It would be awesome, but also very weird to have Pal World cards. It'd be pretty cool though, to see a bunch of that artwork. It wouldn't be that many cards, but it'll be like just dudes with guns on cards. It'd be nuts. So just another little small news. Look out for some more merchandising stuff from Pal World coming out. Another little small piece of news, but it's pretty cool. The Switch has officially beat out all other consoles in terms of basically longevity. Launched it's almost 10 years old. The Nintendo Switch is almost 10 years old. 2,687 days have passed without the arrival of a successor console. So the previous long-lasting console was the Famicom by 1 day. Assuming the successor to the Switch doesn't launch before March 1st, 2025, Switch could go more than 2,920 days without the launch of newer hardware. That's kind of wild to read. The Famicom is what lasted longer, or as long. We arrived 2006, almost 6 years for the Wii U. Wii U's a big flop. Yep, we know that. Like half the time. Handheld though, original Game Boy 4,000, so double. Oh, like 60%. 4,352 days before the launch of the Game Boy Advance. That tracks. But it does beat the Nintendo DS, which is kind of wild. But the DS's did go through a lot of phases. So yeah, the Switch is now the longest lasting console in Nintendo history. Almost 2,700 days. This was Andy Robinson, VGC. All right, talking about Concord for PlayStation. I think the beta went live for PlayStation something members. Stop, because I keep linking it too late. Copy Andy Robinson. Again, PlayStation Plus members. Okay. So we talked about this last week about the betas and everything. So the early access weekend is starting now starting today, and then until Thursday the 18th for like a week. Oh no, an open beta starts in a week. This I think is just the weekend. 18th to the 21st, so this will probably last until Sunday night. So if you have PlayStation Plus, or I think have pre-ordered the game, you right now have access to the early access beta. Jesus. We might jump into the open beta next week, but we shall see. I don't even know how to get into it. I gotta find out how to get into that beta. This was like I said, Andy Robinson VGC. So that's pretty cool. Not too many more items. Let's do this one last. Let's go over the Xbox Game Pass price increases. So after all this time saying that they don't plan on increasing pricing or anything, it looks like they might do it. This is Andy Robinson VGC. Again, a standard tier with no day one releases. From July 10th, the platform holder's top Xbox Game Pass Ultimate tier, which includes PC Game Pass Day 1 games, back catalog titles, online play, and cloud game, will increase to $20 from $17. Game Pass Ultimate will be $20 up from $17, only $3 more. We've got the PC Game Pass going to $12. We've got the standard version at $14.99, which does not include the day one releases. So I was saying how I wonder what the time frame is between something going day one to back catalog so that it will be included eventually. So like, what is the time frame there? Some games available with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on day one will not be immediately available, which is fine. Users currently subscribed to Xbox Game Pass for console will be allowed to maintain their subscription. So any new subscriptions won't be able to do the day one at standard pricing. Anytime these users turn off their automatic payment renewal and their membership lapses, they will no longer have access to Game Pass for console. You need to join one of the other plans. So you're grandfathered in as long as you don't change anything, apparently. So Game Pass Core right now is the base one or is the new one? Coming soon is Game Pass Standard. From September 12th, Microsoft will only allow users to stack Xbox Game Pass for console users up to 13 months. Interesting. So Xbox Live Gold is Game Pass Core. $9.99 a month. This is going to be so confusing. They've made it so much more confusing. It'll be the second year in a row that Game Pass prices have been raised. I remember when it was like 15 at the originally for Ultimate. Oh, we've got a Microsoft official fact for Game Pass. Game Pass Standard. When it will be available in the coming months. How will it be different from Ultimate? We already know. How is it different from Core? Xbox Game Pass Standard includes all the benefits of Xbox Game Pass Core and has hundreds of games available for members to enjoy. So it's Core, but plus the back catalog, right? Hundreds of Hollywood, 25 plus Hollywood. Okay, so that's what it is. You get the bigger back catalog with Standard. Will all console games added to the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate Library also be available with Standard? Some games available on day one will not be immediately available with Standard. It may be added to the library at future date. So we'll see how long that time frame is as we go. Next item. We're actually kind of almost done. We have to go through these couple things and then just double check for any breaking news that happened today. Let's go over the Apex Legends stuff. So they've decided they wanted to rework their Battle Pass system and basically fuck you over. This is Tom Ivan VGC. So what EA wants to do is take what is now your standard $10 Battle Pass that also has real currency that you can unlock and use towards the next Battle Pass, and take that, which is I think it was 100 and some odd levels, 110 levels, and basically split that in half. Have two different Battle Passes, put them both $10, but then also take away the currency that you can unlock. So what they've done is just doubled the price of the Battle Pass and then taken away the currency that you unlock. They're making a lot of excuses. What is it saying? We've seen the numbers. This is from... Who said this? A blog post. We've seen the numbers and things need to be more approachable and realistic for our global player community. Each of these updated aspects allows us to make the Battle Pass more attainable and valuable for your time and money. The reward should always be worth the time you choose to spend in the Outlands. And now it is. But everyone says, what the fuck are you talking about? Can no longer purchase Apex coins and there are two Battle Passes per season. Basically just double the price of the Battle Pass and doesn't allow you to purchase future Battle Passes with Apex coins from the current. Arguably the biggest L I've seen in Apex to date. So a lot of people are like, you're fucking idiots. A lot of people saying, oh, I've purchased the Battle Pass every season since Season 1. I'm not getting Season 22. Which makes sense. Because why would you? Even if, like, I've only just been getting, or like a few of us have only just been getting slightly more into Apex, and I don't see a reason to spend $20 on a battle pass when you're not basically not getting anything in return. Like at least Overwatch gives you some coins, right? Overwatch being the worst offender of, or not Overwatch, like Blizzard being the worst offender in terms of microtransactions. At least they give you some coins. They give you something. And they're just taking this all away. So that's pretty rough. I know there's a lot of Apexers that we hang out with. Unfortunate for everyone, though. Did I? I don't think I did. I didn't like that. Okay. Next, let's talk about the Embracer Group stuff. More closures. It's every week, gamers. It's literally every week. Tom Ivan, VGC. So Embracer's Gothic and Elex studio Piranha Bytes has reportedly closed down. But two veterans are announcing opening a new studio. So it was reported in January that it was facing closure. The companies reported to secure a cash injection to develop new dark fantasy style resembling Gothic using Unreal Engine 5, but I'm sure it was part of that giant $2 billion deal that didn't go through. Founded in 97, 31 full-time employees, which is awful, when it was acquired in 2019. 5 years later, closed. What else? What did I think I looked up, I don't. So it's a married couple that are veterans. Let me see I forget what games they published. So Gothic games, Risen, and Elex. I remember Elex. A lot of people did not like the Elex games, but it looked pretty cool. So that's basically the only thing. Elex 2 is the only thing they've released since they were acquired. In 2022, they released Elex 2. Before that was 2017 is Elex 1. Then Risen 1, 2, and 3. Gothic 1, 2, and 3. So they've been releasing stuff the past like 20 some odd years. Mostly for the Switch. They really kind of like moved over to higher end consoles once they started the Risen series. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing here. But yeah, they are now closed, which sucks. Like you can't, the industry just cannot catch a fucking break. It's so nuts. And the last one that I have notes for, before we head into like chat picks and stuff, is the first Descendant basically just like taking designs from Destiny and using it in their game. So this was originally posted in a Forbes article. I'll put both of them here. The VGC article is from Jordan Midler, but the original and like most of the actual work is in a Forbes article. I don't have a subscription for it, but I'll still link it. That's from Paul Tassi at Forbes, who went above and beyond and made at least one comparison screenshot of Destiny stuff versus First Descendant stuff. So First Descendant stuff I think is on the left side of each thing, and then the right side is Destiny. So this is Descendant, Destiny, Descendant, Destiny, Descendant, Destiny. So yeah, I think there's some comparisons here. There's some similarities, I would say. So wild. It's pretty blatant. So this game still doesn't come out, I don't think. Image below, it's created by Tassi, appears to show the several icons share similar shapes and design motifs as those used in Destiny 2. First Descendant doesn't appear to actually reuse any of Bungie's art. The inspiration is clear, and players are only finding more instances. Oh, it released last week. That's right. First Descendant was released last week. It's a free-to-play. Maybe we'll try it just to see. But there was a follow-up. There was a follow-up that happened, I think, today, where they did respond. Yes. Where is it? First Descendant as a looter shooter game was developed with a deep affection and respect for other games in the genre. Destiny 2, being a globally renowned looter shooter game, is also personally admired and respected by the team, and it has served as inspiration during the development process. We have taken the concern raised seriously and decided to make adjustments to ensure that the imagery that may appear similar clearly reflects the unique identity of our game. We will continue to improve the game for fans of the looter shooter genre. Why have a revolver barrel with 4 slots? Oh, we just stole it. So yeah, they did respond. So they do plan on changing it. I wonder if anyone's going to get fired for it, because how would they not like just know who made all these assets? So that's pretty straightforward. I wonder how different they'll be. It'd be funny if they just kind of change the color schemes again, but it's kind of the same. It's like it's almost as bad as the Palworld, or maybe it might even be worse than the Palworld stuff. Honestly, might be worse than that. All right, let's go over a couple cool things that happened / chat picks. What was this one? This one was, oh, the Overwatch Transformers collab was released earlier this week. Let's watch the little Transformers trailer because it's actually pretty sick. So I kind of want to watch this again. It's like a minute long. It's really cool animation. That was Bastion. You got Alari. Got Reinhardt. And then Ramatra, who's already a robot. It's cool how they incorporate their abilities into this. Pretty cool. I wonder if you can actually do that. This is, like, the animation is so sick. He's gonna punch. They put a lot of effort into this, into foreskins. Yeah, foreskin. So yeah, that's released. It's only for the 4 characters. I'm sure it's a lot of money. I haven't looked at it yet, but it's pretty cool. Next thing here. Oh, let me link this. Hold on. They're cosplaying the characters. Yeah. Let's go. This was a cool video that was sent in on Games Radar about someone doing a little bit of sneaky little creativity. This is from Catherine Lewis in Games Radar. Let me copy the link. Someone got the Moblins to play basketball. Let's full screen and let's, oh, it's on Reddit. Okay. Full screen. They're playing basketball. Maybe not with that music because I don't know if that's copyright or anything. So from what I'm seeing here, what they've done is they've put one of the homing machines here, and the enemies are prone to prioritize targeting those. So he made that as the backboard, stuck a bunch of other things onto it, made a little hoop, and they're just throwing bokoblins inside of there because they don't have anything else to do, and because of the height and everything. So that's pretty nuts. So that's something that's probably easily like replicated, honestly. They just keep throwing stuff at the hoop and he's keeping score and disqualifying people and stuff. So it's pretty funny. That's cool. I love the creativity stuff in Tears of the Kingdom that's happening. We'll probably get into some of that once we beat the game real soon. What is this one? I forgot what this one is. Oh, the time gating in Destiny 2 from PC Gamer. Andy Chalk. Bungie's making a drastic change in response to player complaints about time gating in Destiny 2. So what is this? New episodic cadence. I can't. Act 1, new quest, new story. Act 2, Act 3, Revenant. Echoes here. So March through June, July through August, November through February. Listen to fans, heard the feedback. As a result, it's making a pretty big change to how it delivers story content in the second episode of Destiny 2's Final Shape expansion. Instead of spacing out the major story beats on a weekly cadence, it's going to drop all of them at once at the start of each act, so players can take on the narrative content at whatever pace they want to play it. So that's pretty effing awesome. Since 2017, damn, it's been so long since the Switch came out. Destiny 2 is as old as the Switch. Each new season adding new activities, weekly stories. As a result of that feedback in 2023, the studio announced it would be shifting to an episodic model after the release of Final Shape expansion, which Bungie said would provide a new innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year. Haven't played it yet. I did purchase it, so we'll play it eventually. To most players, the practical difference between seasons and episodes wasn't immediately clear, except that the Final Shape would have 3 episodes rather than the traditional 4 seasons. Each episode was further divided into 3 acts, running for 6 weeks apiece, and adding new quests, activities, weapons, armor, story, and other such content through the duration. So it's going to be the last expansion. They're spreading it out a little bit differently, a little bit more tolerable, it looks like, which is pretty cool. Like, who doesn't like to play games at their own pace? Oh, I can just expand it there. Who doesn't like to play games at their own pace? So March through June is Echoes, July through October is Revenant, and then November through February is Heresy. So it's a fiscal year of content, which is, you can tell because it ends in February. That's literally the fiscal year. So if you think that's weird, it's because of retail stuff. That's just how it works now. All right, so that's basically, for the most part, everything I had prepared. Again, there wasn't too much. We're going to go back and double check, starting with VGC. I don't think there was anything extra that I saw. Yeah, I already saw this. Nintendo released official magazine in English. PS don't care about that. Xenoblade Chronicles Composer, Music from Metrovania. Let's see if there's anything that we missed, because I didn't go entirely through all of this. All these articles on IGN to see if there's anything different. Sometimes IGN does have like extra articles that I didn't see anywhere else. So we need to go to like 7 days ago. Let's see here. We're only looking for gaming stuff because, again, you can't sort it out by video games. You can sort it out by like specific consoles like Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, but not just by video games versus everything else. Pretty lame. College football 25 gameplay. Helldivers 2 and UCO wants to keep the game's best bug yet, huh? Discover coin source prevents them from taking fall damage, huh? Helldivers 2 emoting actually reduces fall damage. Is that true? Hold on. Copy. Paste. Let's check this out. Whoever said emoting reduces fall damage, thanks. Hold on. Oh, let's start over here. What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
What the hell? You lived! That's insane! Oh, that's so cool. Alright. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. That's a good little story. That was what did I say? Wesley Impool at IGN that reported this. That's a cool little bug. I like that a lot. Just he wants to keep it. Yeah, keep it. Some Star Wars Outlaws plans can be crossed in 4 or 5 minutes on a speeder. A lot of people did get preview access to Star Wars Outlaws over the week or / weekend, which looks pretty cool. I didn't look at anything because I don't want anything spoiled, so we'll see. So keep your eyes out for that. If you don't want something spoiled, just be aware of Star Wars Outlaw stuff. Yeah, the streamer that was beating all the Souls games with the dance mat beat the Shadow of the Erdtree. Knew that was happening. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is free on Amazon Prime. That might be the only game that I get on Amazon Prime ever. Suicide Squad. Actually, no. You know what? I'm not even gonna play it. I thought about it. I tricked myself. I'm not gonna play it. I'll literally just never have time for it. BioWare teases full nudity for Dragon Age: The Veilguard. I'm going to not click that. But it's there just in case. Ubisoft apology for using historical reenactment group flag in Assassin's Creed Shadows not enough. A historical reenactment group flag. Why is it? For using a flag from a Japanese historical reenactment group in artwork for Assassin's Creed without oh, it's because it was without permission. Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. There was a new Captain America trailer, I think, that got released. Fallout 2's latest mod lets you play the original in isometric Fallout 3. Interesting. Okay. Analog Pocket's latest iteration comes in aluminium. That's pretty cool. I still want, if they ever re-release the transparent ones, I'm going to just get it. Switch is the longest running console. And that's basically it. I think we're done. Again, very light week. I think we're just going to end it there. Yeah. So, again, not a lot going on this week. Again, a few important stories like the closures and everything, which sucks. But in terms of just regular news, that's it. But yeah, thanks to everyone that hung out for live news. Thanks to everyone who's watching the VOD. If you want to, put in your 2 cents, check out the links in the chat. Join the Discord. You can put more news stories in the gaming news thread for stuff for gaming news, or you could put stuff in the comments of the YouTube VOD. Let us know, and by us I mean me, what you think was the most important story. If we didn't cover a story that seemed important, yeah, for sure. Like, especially that. If there's stories out there that you're like, hey, why didn't you talk about this? What the fuck? Put them in the comments. Let me know. I'll keep that in mind for next time to look for stories similar to that, or to just cover them again. But that's going to be it for this week's casual gaming news. It was the week of the 3rd or something? Week of the 7th. Week of the 7th. I know my days. But that's going to be it for us. Thanks again, everyone that hung out.